Superwhisper, we got different modes that can intelligently format your voice into messages, emails, notes, and more. Now that we got this power, it's time to explore how we can switch between all of these options quickly so you can start dictating with the right behavior at the right time without stopping your momentum. The most obvious way to do this, and something you have already seen me do a few times, is clicking directly on the recording window. On the Mini, since right now I have it with always on active, I can click here. If I'm on the classic window, I can also click on the bottom left corner. One more option is switching directly from the menu bar by clicking the Superwhisper icon. My different modes appear here. If you're more of a keyboard person, we also got an option for that. Let's go to the settings window, then the configuration tab. And here we got a change mode shortcut. I got mine set to Ctrl-Shift-Z, and I'll press it right now. This one is special because you can keep holding down the modifiers and simply press the other key several times to cycle through your different options. Each mode is also assigned a number, so you can quickly jump to any of them directly. Something important to know about mode switching is that you can do it at any time. You can switch before you start dictating or in the middle of your recording. So even if you started your dictation in your mail mode and you later realize you don't need your result in that format, you can always open that panel with a shortcut and switch to something else. Now I stopped my dictation and the result came out with the last selection, which is a message mode. Another tip I can give you is that if your list starts to get long and there are some modes you use most of the time, perhaps you want to put them at the top of the list, just for convenience. It can save you time when you are cycling through all the options. In the Modes tab, you can just click and drag to arrange them. The new position will be reflected next time you open the list. Now, if there are applications or websites where you know you will always prefer one format for dictating, you can set auto-activation rules. That way, you don't even have to think about it at all. Let's say I want to use my email mode only while I'm on Gmail. We open the sidebar for the extra settings, and in this case, I'll just insert mail.google.com, add website, and that's it. Something you need to know is that sometimes you have a longer URL that you grabbed from a website with many parameters. But as long as you just insert the root like I did here, then the subpages will also be covered. So no need to paste in the entire thing, unless of course you specifically need that page. Pay attention to the mode I got active right now before recording. It's my default, which means there's no formatting applied. I'll go to Gmail, and whenever I'm here, I'll start a dictation. The switching happens automatically, and I think this is a fantastic way to set the app because you don't even need to worry about it. And of course, remember that you are not locked in because you can always select something else to override the auto activation. Here you can see that my text was put in an email format. If I'm back to another website or app, the previously active mode will be used. Here I am dictating, and this is a voice-only mode without AI processing. The switch happened automatically. Aside from websites, you can also set applications for auto-switching. Once you start to get into more advanced workflows, like using custom instructions, for example, you can set an instruction to shape your text in one way whenever you are in messages, format it differently whenever you're in Slack, or follow something specific whenever you are dictating in Cursor. At the same time, you don't have to set auto-activation rules if you don't want to. It's totally optional. The idea here is that switching should be predictable and fast, not confusing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.